What is going on, internet? My name is Lou and I make Linux videos. So yesterday I posted a video on how to automatically mount drives in Linux, and I had a subscriber leave a comment, and I'm so glad he did. I'm going to post that comment on the screen now. Basically, he said that one disadvantage of using that particular method, which is the device partition name, is that during the boot process, if other devices, storage devices, are detected before it, it could actually change the partition name, and if that's the case, it could give you an error when mounting that particular device. So instead, using a UUID or a universal identifier may be a better method, because the partition device name can change, but the universally unique identifier will never change. So I'm going to show you a second method, and you could call this maybe a more foolproof method on how to automatically mount drives in Linux. And again, this could work for external drives, it could work for multiple internal drives, whatever the case may be. So let's get to it. Now, a lot of the information I posted in the first video is going to be applicable here. What we're going to do is we're going to fire up a terminal here, and you may also want to open up something to take some notes. We'll open up gedit, get that ready, and let's zoom in so you can see what I'm doing here. Alright, so you know what? First things first, I'm going to show you guys something. If you actually open up, we use gedit to open up our Fstab file, you'll see right at the top of the Fstab file, it says use the blkid command to print the universally unique identifier for a device. This may be used with UUID equals. It's a more robust way to name devices, and that works even if disks are added and removed. Okay, so that is explained right at the very top of the Fstab file, so I just wanted to point that out there. So let's get to it. Alright, first thing that we're going to want to do is sudo blkid. Enter your password. Alright, so here's all of my UUIDs. Now, as you can tell from my video yesterday, I have a 1 terabyte Seagate 7200 RPM spinning drive that I use for all my storage, and as you can see here, it's labeled accordingly as storage, and there is the UUID for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually copy that UUID. So all you need to do is, starting with UUID, copy that line right there. Alright, so we're going to copy that. We're going to, again, fire up gedit. I'm going to paste that in. Now, you want to get rid of the quotation mark right here. So it just says UUID equals, and then this series of numbers, and then you're going to want a space after that. Now what we're going to do is very similar to yesterday. What we're going to do here now is we're going to do a cat proc mounts. Hit enter. Now, as we come down, I know that by pulling my UUIDs, my particular storage drive is SDB1. So we see down here at the bottom SDC. I need to look for SDB1, which actually, you know what? It's not mounted because I removed it from my Fstab file. So let's go ahead and mount that. Alright, so now it's mounted. Let's try this again. Alright, if we run cat proc mounts again. Alright, so SDB1, you see it all the way down at the bottom. Now, what we're going to want to do is, you see where it says /dev/SDB1. Everything from /media on, we want to copy that line, because that's what we're going to need to enter into our Fstab file. So let's do that. We're going to copy right from here all the way to the end. Let's copy that. Let's fire up gedit, and let's paste that right in. Technically, now we have everything we need to put into our Fstab file. Now, you may be wondering why I didn't just open up my Fstab file and paste this information in as I went along. If you make a mistake in the Fstab file at all, in many cases it could actually prevent you from booting your device. Now, as long as, or booting your computer, as long as you don't make an error with your file system or your operating system partitions. Generally speaking, if it has a problem mounting another drive, it's going to tell you during the boot process that it had trouble mounting that drive, and it's going to ask you if you want to press a certain key to continue, and you can just continue past it. But I tend not to want to do a lot of editing in the Fstab file. I'd rather put it into a blank document like this and then just copy and paste it into the Fstab itself. So actually what we're going to do now is we will open up our Fstab file. All right, we're going to do that by sudo gedit. You could do this in Nano or in Vim, whatever you'd like. All right, so now that I've opened up my Fstab file and it's editable, what we're going to do is hash. Again, we're going to call this storage, and then we're going to open up this document. We're going to copy this line here, and we're going to put it right in here. So that's it. So just to review very, very quickly, the two commands that gave us all of our information was, and I will put them in the video description below, the blkid command. That's how you find all of your universal unique identifiers. Then we did cat proc mounts. That actually is going to give us all of the rest of the information that we need. The mounting options as well as the mount point. For instance, my storage drive is mounted at /media/lu/storage1. So that's what I need to put here into the Fstab file. All right, so that's pretty much it. Once I save this and I reboot, I will then be able to automatically have this drive load and mount at startup. So this is using the UUID method. I want to thank my subscriber Higher Planes for mentioning that in the comment section below. I do read all of the comments for my videos. Obviously, there's a wealth of knowledge there, so be sure to participate. We can all learn something from one another, so thank you so much. I believe this is probably more of a foolproof method than the one I posted before. So for those of you that were having trouble with the first method I posted in that first video, that may be because you've got multiple devices connected, and at boot, it may not be loading them to the same device partition names every time. So you may want to try this UUID method and see if that helps you. Also, some of you mentioned a GUI application that could help this same process. GUI applications are great depending on what you're actually trying to accomplish. My channel is all about teaching you kind of the manual way to get things accomplished. Me personally, what I love about Linux is you really learn how to use your computer. You learn how to use the operating system. You don't depend on applications to get the job done for you. I enjoy learning the manual way because it helps me understand what's going on in the background. So when I get to the application, it's like I know, even though the application's automating the process for me, I know what process it's actually automating, and I know what's going on behind the scenes. That's the kind of stuff I love to learn about. And the more you actually learn and dig in to Linux, just the more of a power user you're going to become to be, and the more you're actually going to be able to accomplish on your desktop. So again, I want to thank Higher Planes for posting that comment in the video description. Thank you so much. If this method worked for those of you that had trouble with the first method, leave a comment in the comment section below to help others. And if you like the video, share it on Google+, give it a thumbs up. And if you like tutorials and this type of content, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, all the support, and until next time, we'll catch you later.